everybody, it's Marissa with Fitness Before Dawn. Today is Sunday setup. So today is also a great day, right? I got this book for Christmas, a vegan soul food book. I am not vegan, but I am making great efforts to eat 90%, well, let's say 80 to 90% plant-based. So the recipe that I'm going to be making today is called mushroom and sweet potato burgers. If you guys have followed me for a while or seen some of my videos, you know the only burgers, plant-based burgers that I have made in the past has been the black bean burgers. And sometimes I put egg in them, so not completely plant-based, but still healthy. So keep hanging in here with me and you guys will see my vegan soul food sweet potato mushroom burgers. All right, so I will be back and walk you through this process. Hang in there. So other things that this recipe calls for. Actually, it should have been onion powder, but all I had was onion salt. So I'm improvising here. Ground cumin. It actually called for paprika, but all I have is cayenne pepper. So what I did was use like a half of what the recipe calls for. The recipe calls for a teaspoon, so I used a half. Actually, I used a quarter of a teaspoon because this is really hot. So I put all three of those measurements in here in this bowl. It also calls for a third of a red onion, and y'all know I try to do things in a quick way that I can get it done more quick. So I bought the onions already chopped, and I bought the mushrooms already sliced. So it said about a third of an onion and then 8 ounces of mushroom. So I'm gonna just eyeball this. And the other thing it called for was kidney beans. So let's put all of this together. So the recipe said to use grapeseed oil to saute. I am going to use, y'all know my favorite, avocado oil. It said a teaspoon, but I'm gonna be putting more than a teaspoon because this pan is pretty big. And it's the only non-stick pan that I have. So I'm gonna put on a medium-high heat to warm it. And I'm not sure why, but in here it said to do 3 tablespoons of flaxseed and, no, 1 tablespoon of flaxseed flour and 3 tablespoons of water. So that's just sitting, I'm not sure. So I'm going along with this doing this recipe as I'm trying to record. So I'm gonna rinse my mushrooms and onions. Y'all, this recipe called for one other thing. It wants like a tablespoon of the adobo sauce that comes in chipotle peppers. So I will take a teaspoon out of here and add it with this mixture. This gonna be hot, y'all. Or spicy at the least. How much. So y'all, I'm just eyeballing this, and I guess I'm gonna figure it out as we go. Here are the red peppers. All of the seasoning. Teaspoon of adobo sauce it called for. Y'all, this recipe is like a surprise recipe. This is my first time making it. I mean, I read through the ingredients, but this is smelling so good. All these different seasonings. Oh my gosh. I feel like I want to put some garlic in here. Did it call for garlic? It did call for some garlic. I did feel like I was missing. You know, ain't too many good recipes that don't call for garlic in a burger, right? Say 1 teaspoon. So I got a half a teaspoon, so about 3 of these. I like garlic. A little bit more. And it says to cook this until the onions are translucent. Oh, y'all, this smells so good. Ooh. So I'm gonna go ahead and I turned the oven off, so I haven't forgot about the sweet potatoes, but I'm gonna take the sweet potatoes out of the oven. I hope I ain't make them too crunchy. Uh-oh. Ooh, these smell good too, Lord. I can't wait to see how this gonna come out, y'all. So the recipe says, I'm on step number 6, actually in a skillet, heat the oil over medium-high heat. I added the mushrooms, onions. Oh, I didn't put the beans in here. Ah, y'all. I guess I could have drained more of that juice off of them. This is gonna be an interesting burger, y'all. A lot of different flavors. I'm just curious to see how this is gonna end up being a burger. I mean, a good tasting burger that's mimicking me. Because in the description, let me read y'all the claim. Well, I'll read it later. Let me stay focused. My ADHD brain just kicked in there for a minute, y'all. Did I ever tell y'all I am ADHD? Some of y'all probably guessed it. Some of y'all probably already knew it, but yes. I'm not officially diagnosed, but I have known this for years. It's saying to put half of the quinoa mixture. How much? Oh, a half a cup of quinoa. Everything is a half a cup. Alright, so I got the cooked quinoa here. The recipe calls for a half a cup of this quinoa. about a half cup. Got a little food processor here. It's a small one. But what I'm gonna do is mix this quinoa, the potatoes. I'm gonna have to do like half a batch at a time because of how small my processor is. So this what it looks like, y'all. It smells really good too. So this is the first batch. I'm gonna just take it out and make the patties, and I'll show you in a second. Okay, y'all, so here they are, all 6 mushroom sweet potato burgers. The recipe says to cook at 400 degrees for 15 minutes on each side. So I'm gonna come back, and let you know how they taste. I know I said it about 3 times, but anyway, I'll be back with the taste test. Hey everybody, so they are done, and let me show you what they are looking like. Here. They look a little too brown, but they're not. And what I found was the recipe said to cook it for 15 minutes on each side, but I ended up what feels like an hour, like 20 to 30 minutes on each side, because it was still really soft. And I don't know, maybe I had too many wet ingredients. But anywho, taste test. That's what it looks like there. Let me put this on this plate here. It's kind of thin because I mashed them out to try to help them cook a little bit longer. But these are the sweet potato, mushroom sweet potato burgers. They're kind of crumbling as I'm trying to just get a piece off. Stick my fork in it. There it is. I like this flavor. This is good. Definitely different from the black bean burger. Man, it's like I can taste it all. I do taste the sweet potato. That's the most flavor I taste is the sweet potato. This is good. Okay. So I'm gonna share the recipe with you guys, but just know you have to tweak it to make it work for you, because just like the recipe was with their measurements, it wasn't enough flavor for me. So I added more salt pepper, cumin, just a tad bit more cayenne pepper, but also I substituted a few ingredients. It called for onion powder, and I used onion salt, which is mostly onion with just a touch of salt in it. And I used cayenne pepper in the place of paprika. So this is what I'm gonna have for my lunch this week. These burgers here, let's see them. Anyway, they came out decently. So will I make these again? Absolutely, they are good. So I feel like I have another recipe in my arsenal. It is a lot of ingredients in here, a lot of steps, but I feel like once I do it, you know, more often, I will be able to do it faster. It is right now 5 o'clock, and I started this about 3:30, and the recipe says that it will take, the prep time is 10, oh, I'm sorry, I'm on a different page, hold on. The recipe says 15 minutes 15 minutes prep time and 45 minutes to cook. So I actually, yeah, so that's about right. Mine was about an hour. So I'll tweak it as I do it, you know, again. So anyway, if you try this recipe or are planning to try it, please let me know. All right, guys, have a great week, and I will see you the next time.